from the battleground of the gods to the champions of the realm. First half of the finals is done. This one's for all the marbles. Let's find out who is the cast.
Welcome everyone to the Paladins, week 2 of summer qualifiers, where we have Astral Authority versus Denial, formerly known as Eager. They're going to go ahead and try and take the complete turnaround in week 2. But for more information on how they do it, if they can do it, and in what way they will do it, we're going to throw it over to the analyst desk, where we have unacceptable to break it down.
I am unexceptional here at the desk with the opposite of Hi-Rez pretty hair, Freight Train.
Well, they would call me Hi-Rez pretty bald if I was actually working here, but the train is in the station. That's the bottom line. Let's get into it.
Denial's not just a river in Egypt. They're competing for the championship right now against Astral Authority. I like the Makoa pick, but I think you're right. I think Astral Authority is letting them pick it. I think they're ready for it. They're going to pick up their own Grok. You know, they're hovering over Bomb King.
This is them doing their homework, and I love when teams do their homework because they're able to sit there and take this pick, and now they're going to use it against the team that likes it. You can't ask for anything better than that.
Denial grabbing Pip. Now, I'm a big Pip fan, and he's not heavy in the meta right now.
Well, what Pip really brings to the table is the Mega Potion. If that's going to end up being the card that he's going to pick up, able to get multiple heals on those frontliners, because those are your point stackers right there.
So yeah, now that we're a little bit more familiar with each other, even with a little bit of a rundown practice for the other games, just felt smoother. I mean, again, we feel really comfortable with the fact that we did everything that we could to put on the best possible show.
Drogoz and Androxus getting picked. Both great picks on this map. There's just so much in the air. They're grabbing the Shaolin as their final pick, a lot of single target damage, and I want to see how it goes in the game.
Ready.
Take us away, La Tigris.
Thank you so much to the analyst desk. We have a rockin' game ahead of us.
I can't wait to get in there and start talking about it.
And Astral Authority has shown their authority in the past, and it looks like they're trying to do so again. And interestingly enough, we're not going to see the Shaolin. We are going to see the Cassie. So stealthy with that Mesmerize that he was pretending to be a whole different individual.
Yeah, stealthy even in the picks and bans there was that Cassie, but what we're seeing now is they're making a quick attempt here to get onto that first point. I'm not too surprised with those double frontliners. They want to try and establish it early.
Yeah, even with only a little bit more to go for Denial Esports, they were forced off of the objective. The Dragon Punch is channeled. Who's it going to be? And there we go. Tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row for Stolzy.
Strong Ghost Walk there coming out of Grok there. The support that we didn't talk a whole lot about that's coming out for Astral Authority, but in the end, eventually still taken down by that ultimate from Drogoz. Now, Stolzy still putting out so much damage. I love that he's staying in the backline, putting out these rockets so far ahead of the payload and keeping Astral Authority back.
Yeah, I mean, Stolzy himself is a really strong player. Drogoz, a really strong champion. So the combination of the two is phenomenal there.
These two healers, they're both a bit non-traditional in terms of the support that we've picked here. We've got Pip on the side of Denial Esports. He's just think AoE damage. Everything he's doing is coming out of those potions. And then on the side of Grok there, he has those deployable totems that are going to provide the heal for him. So those are going to be the two big differences here as we go into this push. A lot of action.
Yeah, Pip is somewhat of a flagrant disguise as a support. And then the thing about Grok, he can be really effective, but with his ultimate having such a specific target, if you can't hit it right, then you're not going to lock in the objective there.
Once again, QT coming out as a bit of an MVP here for Astral Authority, able to move forward with those dashes, so much mobility, get off damage on key targets. Nice hook there from Makoa. Grok is going to be a little bit ahead there of Pip in terms of healing done right now, but it's not too significant. But Stolzy preloading those rockets in and getting a big barrage off, but it is Denial Esports that first established control of the point.
Yeah, just a little bit of healing advantage there. The Dragon Punch coming through. Who is going to target? and Wardoom is taken out, but Stolzy eliminated short after.
Yeah, ended up being a 1-for-1 trade there. I think he would have liked that to go a little bit more efficiently, maybe not give his own life, but Cassie here with a killing spree, sending Vex back to base.
Oh yeah, that killing spree is nice, even killing off the Bomb King, demoting him to Prince status. Trying to get him off of the objective and really push him out of the equation.
Yeah, we're going to just go ahead and call him Bomb Prince for the rest of the cast here. Let's try and keep track of it. Barrick here on the point. That Dome Shield ultimate is going off for him here now, trying to get a bunch of damage out of the turret, but countered by the Hyper Beam from Torvald.
Yep, the rocket boosts the position better, but Torvald is doing an amazing job here. As we see, it is in overtime. A lot of action going down the killing spree for Torvald, and that is the point being complete. Going over to Denial Esports. Shade is Shades, throwing the shade though. Muy fuego with the way that he's operating, trying to take out this damage on the opposing team.
Yeah, I really like the strong positioning we're seeing here out of Dragus on Stolzy. It was a nice save there from Torvald that got him to this position, but now that he's been given the chance, he's usually really using that damage to push this payload forward. They've got a minute 20 and they barely have anything left to push.
Yeah, there's just a little bit of time left, and with another short succession, this is a successful push for Denial Esports.
Because it's Grok that's the only healer for Astral Authority, Astral Authority's having to group up around those totems only getting the healing, letting Dragus go in, and when they're grouped up, get a bunch of damage off, like that spit we saw earlier, allowing Makoa to get the shields to pull them away from some of that healing. That was going to be important, but big ultimate coming out from Bomb King, or Bomb Prince, rather.
So much damage right there. Bomb King with that phenomenal initiate, allowing the rest of his team to follow up to take out 3 members of Denial.
Yeah, Androx is once again taking full advantage of that verticality up way beyond the point here, pushing them back almost to their spawn while the payload is still being, or the point is still being capped.
And Astral Authority, they're attempting to stay grouped up here, but Denial Esports trying to deny them progression with the use of the ultimate there, but unfortunately Torvald is eliminated.
Yeah, the Hyper Beam out of Torvald there was not enough, and Droxus successfully keeps Cassie away from that team fight, and that's going to be a captured point in favor of Astral Authority. I cannot think of a more hype situation here. We are at 3-3.
Barrick having that increased mounting speed, he got there before anyone else, trying to get that security and the barricade right in front of his turret.
Yeah, it was good for him to get up there. He gets that barricade put up, the turret established, but Denial are the ones on the point, and they're at 36% here.
Astral Authority and Denial are neck and neck, though, with the points on here, as Astral Authority is trying to progress just a little bit farther.
Yeah, that last fight was a 2v1 in favor of Astral Authority. That's how they were able to get their barrack established here onto the point, and now they're the ones building up to 75%. It's very close here now in these final moments. Pip ultimate comes out there, but it was not enough. The Makoa hook was just too strong, pulling Mandroxus back in and securing that kill. It looks like they've got Torvald here on the point trying to get the last kill.
Overtime! It comes down to this point right here, people, as we do see that Drogus was in the air, but Astral Authority getting the victory.
Yeah, it was just such a strong ultimate there at the end from Pip. It was countered a little bit by Makoa, but after he was countered, they were able to reestablish control back over that point, push overtime to the edge there.
Well, I know that some people aren't surprised by the performance of Astral Authority, but may be pleasantly surprised by Denial. Let's go ahead and throw it over to the analyst desk for more info.
When it comes to figuring out space control, there's only one answer, and it's Astral Authority.
Absolutely amazing performance by them to sit there and come back a little bit too. They got shoved up a little early, but Astral's defense on that first point was just really what led it to them. They just stuck them in that checkpoint area around the corner. They couldn't get around.
It was so tough to get past all those tanks. That Drogos, you called it, Drogos on Stolzy, so strong.
Yeah, I mean, he's a phenomenal player. That's what he's going to do, but on the other side, you had the Androxus on QT. He was able to sit there and make the plays happen. He did lose a 1v1 over there to Shady Shades on the side, but let's talk about the final round because that's where it came down to. It was 3-3, but the ultimates were in favor of Astral.
Yes. The ultimate, what's the word, economy? I believe people use the ultimate economy.
That's why they're so good, is the fact that they're able to maintain themselves under the pressure. They knew exactly what was going on. They timed out all their ultimates perfectly, and they still had the Hex 5 double on the Ruckus and still point capture as well. So they still had that major ultimate if it was needed. And like I said, they were able to sit there and capture that last point.
That Androxus that game was phenomenal, piloted by Cuz Cutie, and we have an interview with our man Major. Throw it over to him.
Thank you very much, guys. I've got Cuss Cutie here. He played a fantastic game, and I gotta admit, man, this is deja vu. You look really familiar. It was really interesting to see the Pip on that side, but did you feel like the Torvald that they picked up really hurt you all on Frog Island, which is a much more open map, can easily sway which way a lot of characters can go on the point or in trying to push the objective?
Well, I mean, understanding Paladins is a lot about understanding the characters, but also what dynamics they bring on which maps. Torvald, inherently very, very strong on Frog Isle because of the Hyper Beam, like you mentioned. Mega Potion Pip, they tried it. They took it away from us. So we decided to take the Grok from them because we knew, you know, if we take the Grok, it's a really weird game to have Grok and Pip as the main healers. You usually see a Ying, a Maldamba, but I feel like we were just able to, you know, put our strategy together, and them trying to take that from us didn't work out in their favor.
Well, thank you very much, Cuss Cutie, for that interview. There's still more games to be played. Don't go anywhere. I think everyone did fairly well. I mean, there was a couple of things that I noticed, but outside of that, I think if not better, we at least performed to the same level of Smite.
I feel really good about it. I'm actually surprised at how good I feel about it because Paladins is not my forte.
This final day, it was very surreal. I thought it was just gonna be intense all the way through, but it had its moments of intensity, its moments of having a lot of fun, its moments of bonding, its moments of trying to get in the zone. I think there's just so many levels with today, and it being the last day, that you're not gonna get that combination of emotions anywhere else.
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Supersonic Blur, and we have some fantastic Paladins esport action coming for you today. Game 1, we're going to have Astral Authority versus Denial Esports. So I'm going to hand it over to my breakdown boys over on the desk. Analysts, take it away.
Thank you very much, Supersonic Blur. I am Rock the Dwarf on the analyst desk this afternoon, and with me over here to the left is the Italian hero himself, Merlot.
Thanks for having me, Eric. I'm so excited for these games. The important thing, you know, if you have a combo, you have to press it. The combo right now is just pick Makoa and do whatever else.
Yeah, Makoa, a very strong pick.
If Astral is going with a little bit of, you know, tanks and double rotation, you should get Bomb King. Why? Because Bomb King with the Wrecker as an item just wrecks everything. The shields are gone. Was amazing. Also, I had a couple of bad jokes in there, you know, just to smooth it up a little bit. But yeah, that was fine. That was way fine. So we're gonna just throw that back to the Eric boy,
yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna
well,
see.
It's about time for our match to get started. So let's head to Picks and Bans. Bringing you that are our casters for this afternoon, the one and only Rabies, and of course my man Ron Jobberts.
Thank you so much, Eric and Merlot. I really appreciate that. My name is Rabies, and I am alongside my alter ego, Ron Jobber.
Hey there. We look the same, and people say that a lot, so we kind of have to early make sure that it's clear.
Yeah, I'm really sick of people calling me you and you calling me me. We look too much alike.
Okay. I really like Denial's comp right now, considering that they are establishing, first off, tanks. They need to know that they can stay put early.
Denial picking up the Drogos as well, and that right there is pretty detrimental.
That is very detrimental, especially if you want to flank the Bomb King. Last game, Bomb King ran rampant.
They just grabbed the barrack. I come and I learned this game on Xbox, and in Xbox we have a saying, you don't ever let a team get Ruckus and Barrack.
And should you let them also get Androxus in the end? Do you think that that is the also ending of that phrase?
I guess so. I mean, Androxus is pretty detrimental right now. He is a super meta pick. We see Shaolin coming out on the opposite side of Denial Esports.
I'm very excited to see how they deal without a flank.
We're going to get right into it right now on Jaguar Falls.
So much damage right now. Denial knows with those Cronoses, especially on those tanks, that they don't have that Haven. They're going to be able to not push in.
Wow, big pull there from Weifel. First blood coming down on top of Wardoom. That was a massive one. Bitey as well. And it's going to be 3 down in favor of Astral Authority.
Shady Shades getting dose ups is huge there because he was getting a lot of free damage. You picking off that Bomb King is getting rid of so much area control.
But this time, Stolzy is on the Murder Mary Poppins Drogos, and he is killing it. Big double kill. Ultimate coming out as well. Will it be 3 down? He tried to get that Grok, but he's in the Ghost Walk. As he comes out, he will pick it up.
That is a triple kill for Stolzy right there. Just as I said, he wants to hard carry this game, especially in the air, denying those with those AoE rockets. He's doing so much damage right now, especially with that Dragon Punch.
You know, Astral Authority is the premier team in this game. Big kill from Weifel, from Cuss Cutie on Weifel. My apologies, I got tongue-tied because that was an amazing play.
I'm tongue-tied with you. I feel like I'm watching an entirely different team team right now. It looks like they put on different outfits, and it's like they swapped.
And right now, Cuz Cutie using that Androxus, that meta pick Androxus, playing super aggressive and to perfection.
He's flanking extremely well, and the fact is he is all over the map, and he's honestly not even being hit. He has full health. That Makoa on the side is being shredded. He's actually about to die now, but if he didn't want to dive 1v3, he probably doesn't get that kill. They're rushing in now, and it looks like they're a little bit tentative. They don't want to fight exactly. They're kind of counting on Stolzy to do this damage, which he just did a ton of.
Yeah, I mean, Drogos is a nightmare. He is incredible.
Dragon Punch.
Dragon Punch coming out again. Will he be able to find one? He will, and that's a big kill there.
That's a huge kill on Barrack, especially for that area control. And now Astral is on their heels. Double kill for Shady Shades, not even on the point. He's doing so much denial.
And you know,
do you get what I was? Do you get the joke that I was?
Yeah, I know, but I just don't like you, so I want to go back to
okay.
the
Okay,
right,
that's
cool.
fair. All
Excellent.
right.
Denial Esports has 30% and a double kill coming out from Bitey.
He pushed him right off the map. He honestly didn't even say goodbye, which is extremely rude in this case, but we'll see.
Yeah, Bitey is a rude savage, and oh my, when do you ever see this from Torvald picking up a triple kill and securing the point now in favor of Denial Esports?
I'm extremely impressed with Denial. They have a very good point control, but their payload push is lacking, especially because Astral got that defense in the first round.
And right there, Drogos on Stolzy. Stolzy on Drogos, sorry. Another spit bomb. 3, 4, 10. That's 4,000 damage and a reset on the spit bomb again.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's actually Stolzy. Sorry, bad news for Astral Authority. Stolzy is doing so much damage and just pushing them back into spawn. He's spawn camping, which it is. 14, 6, 7, 12, 6.
Ridiculous.
That's somebody's phone number.
Yeah.
Just call that at home if you want. I mean, feel free.
Being down 2-0, Astral Authority has to hit this one out the ground hard.
And they are doing that. They're grouping up as 5, which may not be the best idea, especially if you can flank with that Androxus, but I don't know about this.
Whoa, King Bomb coming out.
Ooh,
There's going to be a kill on
wow.
Stolzy. Wardoom will pick one as well, and Cuz Cutie take 3 down in favor of Astral Authority.
That is a 3-for-0 trade in the favor of Astral Authority, and I mean, those kill streaks are gone.
I don't know if he had the Androxus in him, but he definitely has it in him.
He definitely has it in him, and he also has this Dragon Punch coming soon. Who's got this in him? It's going to be Ruckus again.
Yeah, Ruckus. Stolzy said, Ruckus, hold that, as he made him eat that Dragon Punch. Makoa going to get the whip in, put Grok in the back line, and there goes Arai taking down Vex.
Whenever their Grok dies, I bet they're kind of afraid. They don't have a healer. What do they do at this point? They can't group up as 4 because they're going to die to that AoE.
Right now, Astral Authority is pushing well, but they still have 55% of the map to get through.
This Pip is all over the place, presumably getting so much ammo, probably building that Smithereens, getting so much back.
Wardoom is just picking up kills left and right. There's a double for the Barrack.
Great push. They can't defend this. This is a successful push right now for Astral Authority.
Yeah, and we finally see this life out of Astral Authority. They battled back. It is now a 3-3 bout, and it is going to come down to whoever can get in and lock down this final point.
It looks like they're trying to get a pick onto the payload, and a lot of damage being done here by Stolzy.
Yeah, Hyper Beam coming out there from excuse me, Hyper Beam coming out. Wardoom going to pick one down. And right now, Astral Authority somehow got 3 picks in that engagement.
They're sitting there, though. They're just watching this payload go, and they cannot let this happen, especially if someone sneaks by them and caps that finally for that 99%.
Right, and Vili's going to take down one. Doe Subs is going to be able to pick down Stolzy. And this is not good. Vex taking down another one. There is no way Denial Esports with 3 down is going to be able to battle back. This looks like game Astral Authority.
This looks like a dead Cassie right here in front of my face. She's doing her best, but it looks like Astral Authority is going to take this, especially if you don't want to die for no reason.
You're right, and Cuz Cutie pushed up, making sure no one can reach the point, taunting, and that's going to be the game. Astral Authority wins.
That taunt is exactly how they should feel, considering they were very rough going in. They had that, and then that first game, they nailed it. And
right.
It's close.
Sorry, John, and we're going to throw it right back over to the analyst desk. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thanks a lot, Rabies and Ron Jobbers. Man, what a great set there. That one went down to the wire.
Towards the end, they gave that point. I mean, they had the ultimates to just fight in, but they just lost. You know what? Because they were too overexposed. That was a problem.
Yeah, that is a problem. Now, if you have a choice between having a turtle on your team and not having a turtle on your team, you go with the turtle, usually.
You want to tank that, you know?
What really shined out for me was that Drogos push at about 7.5, 8 minutes in. Drogos was just wrecking them.
Don't tell me about the Drogos. This was straight up spawn camping, you know, with that spit, the double spit over and over. And also, the item build was very good.
Yeah, the credits that you're getting there, you're going for an efficiency build. And sometimes the tier 3 is just not as efficient as picking up 2 tier 2s. Right. We do have one great player from that match. We'll throw it over to Supersonic Blur, who's standing by with Cuz Cutie.
All right, thanks, guys, up on the desk. So as they said, I'm here with Cuz Cutie. Got to say, first off, congratulations on the win, man. You got to be feeling good over this.
Oh man, I feel amazing. It was a close game. You know, these guys are our closest rivals in North America. I feel confident with a couple of weeks we'll be ready for DreamHack.
All right, well, hopefully you guys have heard it here. Astral Authority getting forward and preparing for DreamHack. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after the break with your next Paladins action game.
We came together last minute, a bunch of different people, you know, UK John, maybe some guys that weren't always on the same eye level as part of friendship, but we came together, we put on a phenomenal cast.
Man, that was very, very good. That was quality television, you know?
By the time we'd gotten used to the Smycast and how everything would run, Paladins went very smooth, I felt.
It was amazing. It was an experience I'll never forget, and looking back, I probably wouldn't have changed anything.
Well, as I said, we'll say hello to our contestants one last time and their teammates as well. Welcome back, Ron, Jobert, Gabriella, and your respective teams. You all put on, in my opinion, a fantastic show. But to break it down a little bit more, let's throw it over to the analyst desk.
Thank you so much. Okay, so guys, just want you to all know how unbelievably proud we are of you. We had a chance to speak, you know, here and there, and oh my God, for two groups who have never worked together, everyone just did such a great job, and really just give yourselves a round of applause for such a fantastic performance, and man, I'm very proud of each and every one of you.
I mean, what he said, guys, you have all grown so much from the start of the show. I came into this kind of expecting it to be a bit more of a silly Hi-Rez event, and I didn't think I was going to become so attached to the show and to all of you.
I very much predict that once this airs and it goes live, there'll be quite a few comments about replacing my entire squad. So thank you very much for that one.
Indeed. First, we do want to address the teammates, starting with Gabriella's team. I'm putting it on the record, on camera, so everyone can know. I will do my best to make a case for you to be at the World's Analyst Desk next year, because I think you are a fantastic analyst. You understand the game very well. You care, but that being said, don't let it get to your damn head.
Absolutely not. No, sir.
You have talent, you have potential, you know this, and I'm very proud of you. And if anything, you have had a great head on your shoulders this entire time, and it's been a pleasure to be able to get to know you and talk to you. So
I really appreciate the comment. I mean, just very humbling experience, and I will definitely, I've taken every criticism, and I will grow and learn from this experience. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you.
Patrick, yeah, I love you, man. Like, you are a funny dude.
Yeah, your control on the desk was amazing today. For a chair one that's never really done this sort of work before, coming out of the amateur scene, you seem like a natural. You controlled the conversation well. You worked well with Freight Train as well in terms of the input you put into the actual analyst desk. But then your throws as well and your ending was also fantastic. So smooth for someone who's not really done this work before.
Mr. John Finch, my man, you are, again, you already know. I mean, we've told you so many great things in the past, and Gabriella was a genius to pick you up.
I hate you, Finn. I hate you so much. Because today you evolved again for me. Like, your pacing slowed down a touch today, and you just keep getting better. Can you stop? Like, it's pretty offensive right now that you continue to do this time and time again. You were fantastic. Once again, I already knew you were going to be special, but already you're adapting again.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And last but not least, the one and only Major Cosby.
Your presence, you had such confidence. Like, I felt like you were ready to be up there. The way you hold yourself, it is, as a stage host, having a presence, being able to be relatable but professional, it's very difficult. And when I watched you, I was like, this guy knows what he's doing.
A little bit nervous and rigid at the start, but as soon as he loosened up, that's what I was expecting to see.
Let's move on to the other side here. Guys, I know you've been kind of standing there for a bit. Apologies. Starting things off, we're just going to go to Rog over here. Your voice was, you know, it's basically a gift from the gods, if you will. Yeah. You know it too. Don't be modest. Knowledge is one thing, but the natural ability, that's just something you can't teach. You have it. You know you have it. And I'm really excited to see your career in esports begin to just rise after this, because I think more and more people are going to hear you talk and say, that is a guy who I want to be the voice of my game. And you have it.
Very
all right?
Cool. Thank you.
All right, Supersonic Blur.
Under the pressure of you being nervous, you still did your job. And that was the main thing to do. Nerves are always going to be there. And I'll tell you now, I get nervous every single time I go to Worlds. I'll always get a little bit of nerves just before we go live. And you've got to contain them and put on the show. You showed a little bit, like when
do we want to explain exactly what Roberts did just before I ended up coming back for that?
No, I want to know now.
All right, I passed out straight out in the lobby, just sheer tiredness. I closed my eyes for a second. He comes up to me, wakes me up and says, dude, it's 8:30, we're going. I'm like, wait, what? He said, yeah, we just did it without you. so straight up, and then I'm like, yo, what? And he's like, no, you got like 3 seconds. So I book it down here, and I'm like, oh my God. So yeah.
Well, under the circumstances of hearing that now, that was an even better performance than considering. So, good job. And to be fair, that happens in everyday life so much now and again.
Yeah.
I
my
have
God.
stopped now and again, take a nap and forget what time it is too.
Ron Jobert, you are an awful human being.
What?
All right, now moving on to the Italian Stallion.
No, we promised to not call him that anymore.
No.
I'm taking it. Hey, if Ron can say it, I can say it, okay?
When you did your application, the one thing you said in your application was you wanted to put Italy on the map. For me, you continue doing what you did today, and you'll do that single-handedly. Fantastic work. Honestly, I think you impressed me really, really more than anybody else today, actually, with your individual performance on the analyst desk. I thought you were fantastic.
Thanks.
That's right.
You did your country proud. I'm excited to see your progression, because up until now, right, it's really been you and a couple other guys in the Italian esports scene.
Yeah, that's right.
So far behind. Do you feel like you learned a lot coming out of this?
Dude, I've learned plenty. I mean, I will take all this in and I will just bring it back to Italy. We need to develop our esports scene, and what better way than just pave the way?
That's right. And you can message me anytime you have questions, because I'll be there for you, for sure. I want to see what you do, buddy. It's awesome.
Thanks, man. You know, as they say in Italy, you never forget the Merlot spaghetti.
All right, and my man, Rabies. Dude, you know what? You guys are just, you're a bunch of characters, one. You and Ron just blended. I don't know what it was. You two people are just guys who should never work together, and yet you work together so well. It's absurd. What is it?
That's actually Ron, and I'm Rabies.
Oh, you stop it. You stop it. I do not like you anymore. Kelly, just go before I hit him.
The first thing I have written on here from that cast is Rabies killing it. Dude, you are so good, and I keep talking about your intensity, but you keep bringing the right level of intensity, man. I thought your Smite cast actually was just as good as your Paladins cast.
Oh, look at this here. You see, I see what you're doing here. I see what you're doing there. You want to cast with him more. I get it, okay? Because you yelled his name first. When it was your choice, you said Rabies. Why?
You know, I want to be the guy who can hard carry Smite, that analysis, and he wants to be the guy that's the best at serving up questions. And then he is so good at Paladins that it's like scary. Like it's genuinely like leave me alone. It's like nobody likes Paladins that much, but you definitely do.
Well, show's canceled.
What?
Show's canceled.
What?
What?
Turns out we never switched. I'm Rabies. But for everybody, we wanted the personality cast. We wanted the standout cast, and I think we delivered. Especially, we had the roles for everybody immediately.
Well, that's awesome, and you guys have so much to be proud of and happy about. And again, even here, we're just seeing everyone's personality. Everyone's just having fun, and my goodness, I've grown to love you guys so much over the course of this week.
I mean, we have to finish the show.
We have to talk. Well, we have to talk about you two in particular, how you both did as commentators, because you had to be the commentators. Gabriella, you did a great job. You brought the personality out. You keep bringing it out, and you're finding your comfort zone. Also, a credit to John Finch, who really brought that out of you as well. You're finding your voice, and that is so difficult for a commentator to do. I can't wait to see what more you can accomplish in this space, because I do really feel like you have a uniqueness about you that you don't even know you have, and you're finding it little by little. And I think in a couple years from now, I think everyone's gonna know the name Gabriella La Tigris. Finish the last name for me.
Debbia Allen.
Stefia Allen. There you go.
I mean, I hit this when I was talking with Finch, but you guys sounded like you were having so much fun. And Gabriella, especially you, we were peeking through the curtains watching you, and you were just moving around. Sometimes your hands would get into your face because you were just so into the game. You weren't trying to be this over-professional caster, you were being yourself, and we finally got that. And you had this great hype, especially during one of the first Gold Fury fights. I got so into the moment watching the game. You weren't afraid to be different, you weren't afraid to be weird. And a lot of people, they like to play safe. They like to be a safe caster. And I don't like that. I like someone that likes to interject their personality. I like someone that likes to have inflection in their voice and be themselves, and you were yourself.
Gabriella, commentary and casting is an art form, and we all kind of know that, but you made it a performing art. Like, you really were a performing artist today. I thought you were fantastic, and you've grown so much through this competition. The amount you absorb, and as quickly as you absorb the information that's given to you, the advice given to you, the constructive criticism, time after time after time, you just continue to evolve. You don't seem to have a cap right now for me, and I'm really scared. Because I don't know how far this could go for you. Like, I don't think anyone's going to have jobs eventually.
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 I mean, we all knew it was going to happen.
You gotta retire.
Yeah, we got to retire at some point in time. Fair point. Okay.
I just got this job.
Yeah, you did, but it's time to go, Graham. Ron Jobert, the man who honestly I did not think would be here, the man who made a meme and is in the finals. I've had a lot of opportunities to talk to you, get to know you. You're a funny kid, you're a witty guy. You have that analytical commentary that I think a lot of people just want to listen to. You understand the game of Smite and the game of Paladins very well. Your Smite commentary in particular, you're going to do some incredible stuff when given the platform and the opportunity to make that happen, and I hope we get to see that sooner rather than later. You did your team proud, you did yourself proud, and you're killing it, dude, killing it.
I mean, Ron, you know from day one that I wanted to put you in the bottom. Not necessarily send you home, but I didn't think you actually wanted to be here. I didn't think you actually cared. And day after that, you proved to me that you did care about the scene, you knew about Smite, you knew about the players, and that you wanted to see it be successful, and that you wanted the cast to be the best cast that it could be. I kept waiting for this troll to show up, and then you never gave me a troll. You just gave me humor, you gave me yourself, and you gave me great analysis during your casting. The meta understanding that you have is phenomenal. And I'm so jealous of your wit, because you can't teach wit, you can't learn wit, and you're just so fast with it. You and Rabies together is a duo I never would have thought possible, and even I made a point to YouTube also in day one that I wanted to send you home, and I'm just so glad I got an opportunity to see you two cast together, because it's something unique, and I think it's something that no other esports really seen before.
Ron, you're a weirdo. And I like you, and I don't know why. And that is really annoying to me, that you are that weird and that out there, and I thought you were going to be a troll, and you are a troll. Because I'm a troll, and we know each other because we're trolls. And in my eyes, I'm like, I don't know what you're going to be able to bring here. You brought comedy, though. You are entertaining. You are very entertaining, and your level of knowledge is way above what I expected it to be. It's very, very deep analysis that you can bring for multiple games that you've actually shown that Hi-Rez Studios produce. But I just love the way you did it. You are a true entertainer. That wit could carry you onto like a comedy tour somewhere. Hopefully away from here so I never have to see it.
I, Ron Jobert, am going to win the caster because I have the personality you will not find anywhere else.
I believe that I, Gabriella the Tiger Stefia Allen, am going to be the next caster. And I believe that my soul was put into this experience, and I left everything on the table, and I just hope that y'all picked it up and treated it with care.
All right, guys. Well, as you know, it's down to the wire, but Tom, my friend, it's time.
It's been a long and difficult journey for everybody here in the caster. You guys have been put through a ton of trials and tribulations and commentary tests and challenges. And Some of you succeeded and some of you failed, and we've ultimately been left with Gabriella and with Ron Jobber. When it comes down to it, you guys are the 2 finalists, but there can only be one. So we will actually defer to the folks at home. It's up to you guys to decide who will be the caster. Hey, what's up, folks? Tom Baddinger here. On behalf of everybody that took part, thanks for watching the caster. We really appreciate it. But if you want to dig even deeper and find behind-the-scenes action, some commentary, and all the other fun stuff, check out the caster's YouTube page, youtube.com/thecastershow. We definitely appreciate it, and we'll see you later.